Hey everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's great to see you all again. If this is your first visit, be sure to hit the subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss out on any great content. Okay, no more talk, let's get started. I often hear people say that Forex leverage is very high and therefore risky. Some Forex platforms have leverage as high as 400 times, and it's too dangerous to play. These people's rumors make many foreign exchange investors cannot see the truth of the matter. Today, I will unveil the nature of leverage for you. Theoretical versus actual leverage. To know how risky the leverage used is, you first need to know the concepts of theoretical leverage and actual leverage. Theoretical leverage is the platform to provide you with the highest leverage, such as 100 times, 400 times, etc. Actual leverage, that is, when you order the real use of leverage, such as $10,000 U under the 0.5 hand, then the actual leverage is 5 times. Theoretical leverage is large, does not mean that the risk is large. The size of the risk is determined by the actual leverage. To make it easier for more novices to understand, I'll give you an example to illustrate. There are two cars, a Toyota and a Bentley. If the theoretical maximum speed of the Toyota is 140 km per hour, and the theoretical maximum speed of the Bentley is 300 km per hour, now I will test you. These two cars are in front of you. Which car is more dangerous? Would you think it's more dangerous because the Bentley can go 300 km per hour? I don't think most of my friends would think so. Because whether it's dangerous or not depends on how fast you actually drive, and has little to do with your theoretical max speed. Even though I can drive 300 km per hour, is it risky for me to drive only 80 km per hour? Obviously not. Theoretically, the more leverage you have, the less risky it is, ceteris paribus. Let's take Toyota and Bentley as an example. If everyone drives 120 yards per hour, who is safer? Of course it's the Bentley. Why? Why? Because Toyota will feel floating when it exceeds 120 yards, because 120 is close to his limit. Bentley 120 yards is just warming up, not even half of the top speed. This speed is nothing for Bentley. To Toyota, a 400 times leverage equivalent to Bentley, the same are under one hand. 100 times leverage is actually more risky than 400 times leverage, because 100 times leverage takes up more margin than 400 times leverage. If a position is liquidated, a position with 100 times leverage will definitely be liquidated before a position with 400 times leverage. Would Forex still be exciting without high leverage? Without high leverage, those Martin traders would not be able to play, and of course there would not be so many people losing money. This is also a good thing, just like when there is no capital allocation in the stock market, at least there will be no large-scale liquidation. Without high leverage, many friends who have heavy positions and trade orders will also be unemployed. Of course, there are people who make money through trade orders, and there are also people who lose money through trade orders. We cannot generalize. Without high leverage, adding positions following the trend will cease to exist, and those classic cases of continuously adding positions to follow the trend and finally making huge profits will disappear from history. Without high leverage, those EAs that run multiple currencies at the same time will be difficult to implement. If the position is slightly heavier, it will be forced to close the position. The position can only be set very low, and the profit will also drop significantly. Without high leverage, those small funds with a few $100s or a few $1,000s will lose the opportunity for rapid growth. How many people are willing to make hundreds or thousands of dollars a year? If there is no high leverage, platform vendors will lose most of the fee income. Many platform vendors for small and medium-sized funds will go out of business. platform vendors' staff will lose their jobs, and then small investors may not trade anymore. Without high leverage, the top players would have to miss out when they encounter a deterministic opportunity. In the eyes of ordinary people, heavy positions are very undesirable, but for those who have reached the level of certainty, heavy positions are not as scary as you think. Stop loss is only prepared for emergencies such as wars, earthquakes, political changes, etc., and it is not necessary at all in normal times. No stop loss. Objective view of high leverage. First of all, I declare that I am not a foreign exchange platform business people, not because of the interests to deliberately publicize the benefits of leverage. I look at the problem has always been objective, do not like people cloud, high leverage due to lead to a lot of people burst positions, so has been the public abuse. But we cannot therefore deny it all, nor can we let leverage take the blame for their own positions, this black pot. To take another example, high leverage is like a knife, which is neutral in itself. If you cut someone with a knife or get cut, of course you think the knife is bad, but the point is not the knife, but the person who uses it. If we just decide that knives are bad and ban them all, how can we cook or chop wood? If you were unarmed and someone came to bully you and you suddenly found a knife, would you still think knives are bad? Leverage, or high leverage, is not inherently good or bad, it's how we make the use of the. To summarize, one more theoretical leverage does not mean more risk. The amount of risk is determined by the actual leverage. 2. The higher the theoretical leverage, the lower the risk under the same conditions. 3. If there is no high leverage, foreign exchange will lose the exciting. For leverage itself is not good or bad, the key to look at the use of leverage of people. Well, that's all there is to today's video. Thank you for spending time with me and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have questions about anything in the video or want to share your thoughts, remember to leave a comment and let me know. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to click the subscribe button so you can be the first to receive my latest updates. Thank you to every viewer for your support, you are the driving force behind the development of this channel. We'll see you in the next installment, goodbye.